Chapter 12. Good enough, Az was just sitting very still with his hands in his lap, mumbling the song over and over as the boat swayed back and forth in the small pond. I sat there myself a while, but the nonstop singing of that song made me feel sick to my stomach. I took Az by the shoulder. I was very irritated at this point. Az, you have got to stop. You don't need to sing that anymore, okay? You have to stop. He looked up to me, his lips trembling, his eyes big. I sometimes forgot he was only 4, so I gave him a long hug. Hey, Az, you okay? This was the first time he stopped singing. Viddy, can we go home? Yeah, I just have to figure out where we are first. Let's get out of this boat, okay? I placed the knife in my pocket. I jumped in the water, covered in green slime. At first, it was not that deep, only up to my knees, so I picked up Az out of the boat, putting him on my back. We got to the land within like 20 feet, placing Az down. I started looking around, but all I could see was trees in every direction. Except the direction we came from was a large water drop, probably 200 feet high, if not higher, and above it and below a metal wall. The opposite direction was just green grass. We wouldn't be climbing the wall, so looking around at all the trees, I decided it would be best to stay on the side that we were on and just stay close to the tree's edge so as not to get lost in them and follow the grass. I took my little brother's hand. Come on, Az. We walked for what seemed an hour, or maybe 2. Sissy, I'm tired. Okay, Az. I bent down and helped him on my back, and we continued to walk. For a tiny little squirt, he was rather heavy, but I was glad he was with me. It looked like the sun was going to start setting soon. I was taking a stop to catch my breath, deciding what we should do, when behind me I heard a branch snap. I turned my head to see a boy, green eyes glaring out at me from the trees upon a small hill. He was holding a spear, long black hair down to his shoulders containing a large red feather, red and blue paint stripes across his left eye. He looked at me with a cross look, his lips tightly closed. Hello, I said. All he did was straighten his posture and gave me a side glare, twitching his neck and head as to indicate I should come to him. I was so tired I felt like I had run a race, so I decided to go see what he wanted. It took a bit to get Az to walk up the hill. We kept slipping on the damp leaves. The boy just watched us with his stare. We got up to him, and he put out his hand to be polite. I took his hand to pull up by, but he grabbed my hand so tight it felt like he was breaking it. I pulled away, but he didn't let go. He just pulled me back to him and stared into my eyes until I stopped moving. I looked down to my skin, turning white around his fingers. How could he be that strong? He wasn't much older than me. When I stopped moving, he turned my hand over. He looked at my palm, then my fingers. He saw the fresh cut on my finger. Need better proof than that, he said, very calm and to the fact. What are you talking about? He took his spearhead and sliced me quicker than I could say stop. It left a large, thick gash that bled, but it didn't seem to bleed that much, and at first it didn't hurt more than a paper cut. Good enough.